Hi guys, I'm back up here with another reading for the collective. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as just go and share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? Okay, so won't be on camera this time, just going to be an audio message, okay? So the message has to do, it's a channel message. The message is, what are you willing to unpack, and as well as what are you willing to accept, right? Let's say that again. What are you willing to accept and what are you willing to unpack, right? When it comes to this journey called life, when it comes to your own personal journey, your own personal walk, right, with God and understanding God, who God is, right, your whole entire journey is based on what are you willing to unpack and what you are willing to accept. Because the more that you are willing to accept your flaws, the more that you're willing to accept your demons, the more that you, in quotation marks, right, the more willing you are willing to accept your shortcomings is the more that you get ahead. You'll get ahead on your journey. You'll understand your journey. You'll become wiser. You'll be filled with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And God will reveal more to you about yourself, right? This is that energy taking full accountability for your life so far, right? So this is that energy. If you know that you are non-committable, right? So not only in relationships, this can be you can't commit to your jobs for more than 6 months, or you can't really stay committed to a relationship, or you can't really stay committed to a task, a hobby, this, that, and the third. Hits where you let opportunities pass you by, right? That's just an example. That's for those who really need that, right? It's about you accepting that, yes, man, I let these opportunities pass me by for the concept of being non-committable to my goals, non-committable to myself, right? This is that energy. Now, since we acknowledged and accepted that situation, now let's go on and unpack that situation. Okay, so let's go on and take the time to really pull those aspects of ourselves away. Learning how to be more committed to our life. Learning how to be more committed to our goals. Learning how to be more committed to our walk, right? If you can see the example, right? This is that energy, spirituality, dealing with God, everything with God, all depends on how much are you willing to unpack and what are you willing to accept on your journey. The more you're willing to accept about yourself, is the more that you're going to get a better understanding of your creator. I repeat, the more that you accept about yourself is the more that you'll get a really good understanding of your creator. This is that energy in these moments in time. It's about us really learning how to accept our situations and really analyzing and getting the message and getting the lessons from the situation and moving the fuck around, moving forward, really elevating our lives, making sure we're getting to where we gotta go, right? This is that energy. This can be for anything in your life, right? This is that energy. If you know, right, you are codependent upon relationships, right? You look towards relationships, people to make you happy, right? This is that type of energy, accepting that that's what the situation is, okay? Really acknowledging, you're letting God know that I am acknowledging this, I don't want to say weak aspect of myself. It's not necessarily that. You know how we have our strong suits in our areas within our life that can continue to can use a little bit more work. This is that type of energy, analyzing the parts of yourself where you know you need a little bit more work, right? That you accept in that situation. Okay, now unpacking that situation and really shifting that situation, because the way unpacking works, it's like in nursing. In nursing school, we got the orientation phase. We got the kind of like when you kind of meet your patient, this, that, and the third. Then you have the working phase, right? The really active phase when you put a plan together and things of that nature, really get an understanding of the willingness of the patient, what are they willing to do, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We're not going to get too deep in that. But the fact is, when it comes to unpacking, that is more of the working phase of your journey, where you are now. You've already accepted your situation for what it is. Now, how are we going to unpack this situation? How are we going to lay this out so I can really work on this situation and really transmute this situation, right? Because it all stems from, what are you willing to accept and what are you willing to unpack, right? So this is that energy. When you're in that unpacking stage, that means you've already accepted your situation. I repeat, if you are in that packing stage, that means you have already accepted your situation, right? When you accept it where you are, right? So now this is that energy here. Now putting a plan together to figure out how to unpack this, how to transmute this, how to change this, right? Not really necessary change, it's just tweak things, right? So this is that energy as a collective. When it comes to our walk, it's about us practicing how to accept and how to unpack situations in our lives. When life throws us lemons, being able to make lemonade. This is that energy in these moments in time, okay? So to wrap this reading up, it all stems down when it comes to your walk, when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to getting closer to God, knowing God. What are you willing to accept and what are you willing to unpack, okay? All right, I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all readings are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day and bye-bye.